Welcome to Guide to Survive. The world is a big, beautiful place full of incredible and breathtaking sights and experiences. It's also doing everything it can to kill you, and so that's where this program fits in. Before you venture into the great outdoors, you need to learn about all of the terrifying and mystical creatures that lurk in the woods, knock on your window, and hide in your toilet. With this guide, you'll learn how to identify a would-be assailant, analyze its strengths and weaknesses, and deal with it effectively. By the end of your training, you'll be ready to take on any creep or cryptid that crosses your path. So here's to you, and the great adventure that lies ahead. Let's begin.
Target analysis. Name: Leanan She, Fairy Lover. Class: Cryptid, Fairy Muse. Habitat: the British Isles. Lifespan: not applicable. Strengths: adeptly manipulative, inspirational, enchantress, and is very attractive. Weaknesses: her power can backfire on her. Additionally, she is deceptive, also unreliable, cruel, cold, undeserving of love, creativity, time, and I won't speak of her anymore. Sorry about that. Anyway. Overall threat level, 6. Behavior: the Leanan She, a fairy lover, a mysterious woman, a captivating beauty, and a muse of the Emerald Isle. A female fairy of the Asosishi, supernatural beings that live in barrows or fairy mounds. She uses humans in a unique way from most of her kin, by taking humans as lovers. Curiously, she is most attracted to artists or creative souls, although she will attach to any she feels is harboring great potential. An encounter can seem entirely by chance, but you can rest assured that she has had her eye on you. As if out of nowhere, there she is, her hair catching gracefully in the breeze, her walk elegant and purposeful. She has the kind of laugh to bring a smile to all those who could hear it, eyes that hold you in place, never wanting to look away, a smile that, oh, excuse me. However, her powers of seduction are more than simply good looks and sparkling conversation. She is able to enchant an individual. Through this, her victim will fall madly in love and become entirely devoted to her. The Leanan She has the ability to tap into one's own potential and bring it out, allowing for the individual to create marvelous works or excel in their creativity. I remember one spring we hardly left the lab. So many ideas and experiments. Then we created it. This unimaginable... But then she was gone! In my fury, I may have incinerated it. I can't recall exactly, but something was definitely on fire. Anyway, this gift of inspiration is not without its drawbacks. As while your work may flourish, the Leanan She will feed off of the life force of those in her thrall, vampiric in fashion, until there is little left. Once satiated, she will leave unexpectedly. Her lover will be left devoid of passion and joy. Unless, of course, one has concluded her true nature and is able to pass her off onto another victim, thus ending her feasting of one's soul and rescuing what is left of their life. If not, madness and despair will take over the one she has persecuted. This will all accumulate to an eventual and tragic end. Though it has been said that even in death, her former lovers are not free of her. Those with keen, supernatural senses, or a long-time subscription to Guide to Survive, will be able to identify the Leanan She when flirting with her. This is important, as if rejected, her power will backfire on her. Thus, the Leanan She will become the servant as a result. This must happen promptly, as consenting to becoming her lover will result in your own subjugation. So remember to be cautious in your love affairs. But then, who would suspect such a thing? After all, the passion of a new romance can dull the senses, leaving one to feel as though all is bright and wonderful, when really she's just feeding off of the love you so recklessly gave away. Whatever, I'm over it. Just move on to stratagem. Stratagem. So, here's the scenario. You've recently engaged in an incredible relationship. You've never been so inspired and your work is the best it's ever been. However, you have also gradually been feeling weaker of late whenever you come into contact with your new love. You've also noticed some very peculiar, almost inhuman behavior. Rather than assuming she's simply psychotic and has been gradually poisoning you over time, you surmise that you've been shacking up with the Leanan she. You decide to break up with her, but in a way that won't result in your untimely demise. Your plan of attack. Firstly, your turn. Find another patsy for her to sink her claws into. No one will blame you.
Ooh.
Secondly, gross out. Become so unbearably repulsive in your everyday interactions that she simply cannot stand to be around you anymore and leaves. Lovely. Thirdly, bored now. Feign feeling completely uninspired around her, groan on constantly about how bored and lethargic you feel. Allow this sheer apathy to wash over your relationship until she finally snaps and walks out on you for good. Fourthly, last resort. Fake your death, move far away and start over. You know it's the sensible thing to do. Fifthly, great work. You're free and very, very single. Pop quiz. Question number 1. Is it true that there is only one Leanan she? Question number 2. Will the Leanan she only appear as female? Question number 3. Does the Leanan she force someone to love her? Question number 4. Is it true that the Leanan she will often eat the remains of her lover? Question number 5. Will a romance with the Leanan she always end fatally? Answers. Question number 1. Is it true that there is only one Leanan she? Answer, yes. While she is one of the Asosa she, Leanan she stands alone. Question number 2. Will the Leanan she only appear as female? Answer, yes. The Leanan she is strictly female. Question number 3. Does the Leanan she force someone to love her? Answer, no. The Leanan she will trick and enthrall individuals into loving her. Question number 4. Is it true that the Leanan she will often eat the remains of her lover? Answer, no. The Leanan she will leave before her victim's tragic end. Question number 5. Will a romance with the Leanan she always end fatally? Answer, no. If one can find another to replace them, then it is possible to survive this relationship. If you scored 0 to 1, then your memory will live on in your work. If you scored 2 to 3, then you might be alive, but you'll never love like that again. And if you scored 4 to 5, cracking work, you heartbreaker you. Conclusion. Excellent work. I'd say you're ready to get out there and face whatever challenges plot against you. And if you're not, then don't worry. You can rewatch these survival guides as much as you like. And they're non-refundable. I'm very proud of the progress you've made, and I know you're going to take the future in your stride. I've got a good feeling about you, Yoko Ono. Good luck, and don't die.